Well, we're pleased to have with us winning coach Kevin. Your team always able to counter-punch anytime North Carolina State tried to make a move. Congratulations. I know it's an important win for not only you, the program, but your seniors as well.
Yeah, really happy for my guys. The 4 seniors have put so much time, effort, and work into this program, and for them to be rewarded with a hard-fought win just kind of validates everything that they've done, all the work they've put in, and just really proud of them.
This time we'll take questions for our student athletes. Front row on the aisle here.
Kadeen, Desi, you've been here 3 times. This is the first time you guys come out first as winners at the podium. What's this like for you?
Start with Desi first.
Very excited about the win. I felt we was due for a win. Coach told us before the game it's going to take all 40 minutes defensively to get a win. You know, we're going up against a tough North Carolina State team, and I think our mindset was very focused coming into this game, and we was able to just make runs down the stretch to end the game.
Kadeem?
Yeah, it means a lot. Our main focus was staying focused. I know it sounds funny, but I think the last 2 years that we came here, I think last year we were focused, but our sophomore year, we weren't really that focused. You know, we came off a Big East championship, so you know, guys were kind of drained mentally. Last year we couldn't get over the hump, and I think this year guys came in focus, came in real business-like, and you know, we're not done yet, and we're trying to keep it going.
Right here, the laptop in the middle. There you go.
Zach Brazil, New York Post. Kadeem, we talked yesterday, and you said you kind of felt responsible for last year. In those last 8 minutes, you had 13 of your 26. Was that on your mind at all today, you know, about how you didn't finish last year, and you obviously did today?
I don't think scoring was really on my mind that much. I think it was just securing the ball, and then I just took what the defense gave me, and I just happened to get a couple buckets. But I think really securing the ball, that's what really is on my mind.
Got a follow-up there?
What does it feel like for you after taking that loss so personally last year to lead your team to the first tournament win in 14 years for the program?
I mean, it means a lot. Like I said, I think, like Desi said, we were due for one, and we just came in here focused, and you know, we're trying to keep it going.
Other questions for our student athletes in the front row here in the aisle?
Desi, what was this game like for you as far as, you know, you hadn't played a whole lot of minutes over the last month, to come in and to have that kind of game? What was working for you, and what was it like to do that?
I just thank Coach a lot just for trusting me and just putting me on the floor. He played me 29 minutes tonight. He didn't believe in me in the Big East tournament because he wanted me to get more rest on my ankle. And even on senior night, you know, he gave me as much time as I can. And I didn't want to go out with a loss, you know what I'm saying? So I just worked with the doctors, got a lot of treatment while I was here, got rest, and I told Coach before the game, just trust me and believe in me, and that's what he did. And I just want to thank him for that, for putting me on the floor for that amount of time.
Other questions? Back to you. Yeah, go ahead.
For both guys, I mean, I'm sure you've thought about this for a long time, what it would mean to win a tournament game, and this was kind of the only thing you guys really hadn't done at Seton Hall. Now that you've done it, what's that feel like? Start with Desi.
I mean, it feels great. You know, I'm overwhelmed right now. It's just so happy about getting this win. But our next focus is Kansas. You know, this was a tough, hard-nosed team that we just played. NC State. Coach said if we get past the first round, you know, anything else can happen. So that's our mindset going into next game. We got to focus, watch film on a great Kansas team, and hope to keep winning games. You know, just keep knocking down teams, and that's our focus.
Kadeem?
Yeah, I'm going to just piggyback over what Desi said. We just got to stay focused. I'm sure all the coaches are going to have a great game playing for Kansas, and just kind of rest up, watch film, and get ready for Saturday.
Okay, back in there you go. Right here, yeah, standing up.
Are we still with players?
Yeah,
okay.
Still players. Any other questions? Front row for the players here.
For both of you guys, when you're playing an 8-9 game, you probably have a pretty good assumption that you're going to get
the #1 seed in the next game. Have you given thought to that? I imagine you get to see Kansas a lot because they're all over television. So what are just your thoughts on playing Kansas?
Desi?
Yeah, it's funny because I watched them. Like, you know, I'm a fan of Kansas, you know, so, but now I'm not no more. Just for this game. But, you know, I watch their games a lot. Their games come on TV a lot, and, you know, just going through the variety of games, that's the best game on TV. You know, they always going to give you a good game. So, other than the other scouting report that the coach is going to give me, you know, I got a great scouting report on them myself because I've been scouting them myself all year, watching all their games, and that's a tough team. So, going in there, just –
You're doing scouting reports?
yeah, I've been doing scouting in Kansas, so I can tell you a little bit about it. So, but yeah, I've been watching their game. A great team, great coach, and we just going with a focused mindset to try to get a win.
Gideon?
Yeah, I watch Kansas a lot too. You know, I watched them a few times this year. You know, they got great guards, they got great bigs. So I'm sure coach is gonna have a great game plan. I'm not bringing up a scouting report like that. So I'm just listening to the coaches.
It's always good to watch good teams. Good teams play. You can learn a lot from them. So, you know, I've been watching them, and hopefully we get a win.
Any final questions for our student athletes? That's it. You have a question for a student athlete? Okay, guys, we'll let you get back to the locker room. Seton Hall locker room is still open for another 15 minutes. Now we're taking questions for the head coach. Go ahead, sir.
Dennis Dodd from CBSSports.com. Just for those who wasn't there, what was the mindset after Desi hurt his ankle at Providence? Was there anger? How'd you get through that? You're missing a body.
No, I think that's the biggest difference from, and I said it all year, this year's team from last year's team was I really thought our freshmen were really starting to develop nice. And although not having Dez, it did hurt us. I had a lot of confidence in Miles Kale that he'd be able to step up. And if you look at what he provided us over those 5 or 6 games, I think everyone's kind of seeing what an unbelievable player Miles Kale is going to be. So that late into the season, you really can't pout. You can't cry about it. You just got to have, belief in your freshmen. And I have an unbelievable confidence in both Sandro and Miles Kale.
Front row on the right, and then we'll go to the back here.
Kevin, it seems like a crucial juncture in the game was when Kadeem picked up his second foul. You gave Aaron Gordon a long run, and he didn't make any mistakes at all. What can you say about what he did?
Aaron Gordon played fantastic. He came in, and I tell you what he did, Jarrett, better than anything. He defended and really was physical with Johnson. And I thought his defense and his physicality really did a good job of kind of getting them a little bit off their heels. And then offensively, he's kind of done what he's done for us all year. He was nice and steady, got us in our offense, and played really well.
Right behind you there, yeah.
Zach Brazil, New York Post. Kevin, what does this just win mean for the program and for these kids who've, they came at a time when not a lot of people wanted to come to your school, and now this was the one thing they didn't have on their resume. Now they got it. I mean,
yeah, I was watching TV with my wife last night, and I was thinking about I'm Mr. Negative and she's Miss Positive. And I was thinking, what am I going to say about, because I knew that question would come from you especially, if we did lose, about their legacy. And these 4 kids and Isaiah, have worked really hard. And I think the biggest thing that if we had lost, I was going to be disappointed about is that I always preach to these guys, no matter what in life, if you work hard, you'll be rewarded. And I think the biggest thing is that these guys have worked really hard. They're not a lazy group. We've practiced the best we've practiced the last 4 days after Butler. And it's just for them to get rewarded for all their hard work, I think that was the biggest thing. And that's what I'm feeling right now, is that it kind of validates everything that we've done, the fact that they've worked so hard for 4 years.
Go back. We'll go follow up, and then we'll go next door.
Yeah, Zach's going to ask a lot of questions.
That's fine.
Kevin, what did you see in Kadeem? I mean, he took last year's loss really hard. He takes losses really hard. You know that. For him to finish the game the way he did and handle that pressure and make so many big shots and free throws, it just seemed like he wasn't going to let last year repeat itself.
No, and he's gotten a lot of unfair criticism throughout the year about not being a point guard, not being this. And all I've told him is that he's been an unbelievable leader. He's been an unbelievable point guard. He has sacrificed scoring at times. He's sacrificed the fact that he's got to guard the best offender. And I've seen over the last probably month a young man growing into the position and a young man that's going to have a very bright future at that position.
Okay, now thanks for your patience right there.
Kevin Hubler, WSOU. You left, or when Angel when he fouled out, Mike Enzi got up off the bench, but you decided to go with Miles Kale. What was the decision-making process behind that?
Just for the fact that we were going to need free throw shooting. They're fouling. They're going to press to have another ball handler. Desi, I can move Desi to the 4 defensively, and then I can move Ish to guard the pick and roll, which is probably our best. He's our best defender. So it wasn't anything besides just having another ball handler out there.
Still have about 4 minutes left in this session. We'll go up to the front, then back.
When, like I asked the players, when Danny Klinkscale from WHB in Kansas City, when you are playing an 8-9 game, obviously you have to focus on your game, but you, in all likelihood, since it's never not happened, you're going to play that number 1 seed. Does that accelerate your ability to prepare for that second game a little bit better?
I have not watched Kansas one bit. It's just not what I do. I just don't think I'm smart enough to watch more than one team at a time, to be perfectly honest with you. I know, obviously, I know Bill and have unbelievable respect for his program and have watched them play, so I know how they play. But that's, this time of year, you kind of get in a bunker and you huddle down, and we'll watch a lot of film, and watch a lot of film with the team tonight, and we'll put our game plan together. But you know you're going to play the 1 seed, and you know it's going to be a challenge because the 1 seed's a 1 seed for a reason, and Kansas is Kansas because they're a phenomenal program with great players.
You have a follow-up? Go ahead.
You say you watch them. Describe the difference in when you're just sitting around watching a ball game and then when you're watching it as a coach preparing for
yeah,
a game.
I mean, when I watch them, I have unbelievable respect for the way they play offensively. They are unselfish. The ball pops. I respect Bill because he doesn't play the same way every year. He went small this year because they spaced it out, and now all of a sudden there are a lot more pick and rolls. Years where he's had big guys, he's gone to a high-low offense where, it's really hard to guard because they go high-low and they have big guys. So I think the biggest thing is that with Bill is that he's adapted to his personnel, and he's done it really well because obviously I think he's won, I don't know how many Big 12 championships, 14. Yeah, I don't have, it's like, I had to take off my shoes to get to where he is. So, but I think that's the most thing I respect when I watch his teams, the offensive pace that they play at, but it's not the same play every single time. He really adapts to his personnel, and he gets the most out of his personnel.
One final question for the coach.
I think that's it.
If not, that's it. See you tomorrow, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Again, Seton Hall will be here tomorrow afternoon. Student athletes at 2:20, and Coach Willard will be back here at 2:40. We have North Carolina State media in the house here. You guys quote takers? Huh? Are you guys quote takers? Okay. Okay, Coach, your team was never able to get over that hump. You'd get it close to 1 or 2 points, and then bam, you can evaluate the game today. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate Seton Hall. I thought they did a tremendous job. The feeling that we have right now is the feeling that they had for the last couple of years. They had seniors, obviously, that felt this way, and they had another opportunity. I thought they played like seniors down the stretch, obviously, to win the game. I like to say that I'm so proud of my team. When I took the job, I didn't want to just to have a team. I wanted to build a program. And I thought these guys, when you look at every guy in our locker room, they did a tremendous job. A lot of these guys came to play for me before they even knew how I was going to play. And the guys in the program stood by us, and I'm proud of them. When you think about a first-year program, and we went 21 games, and we go 11-7 in the ACC and finished third, I'm proud of them. Never really could get over the hump. I thought we fought in the entire game. We were right there, and then every time we made a play, I thought they had an answer for it.
This time to take questions for our student athletes. Okay, talk to Al. Final game here. You had 36 points, and describe what you saw out there on the court. Again, it was a situation where your team got close, but as coach said, never able to get over the hump.
Like Coach said, when we got close, they had, obviously they had a lot of older guys with a lot of experience. They were able to, just make the most out of the possession, kind of turn momentum, and, just one of those things where we get, one loose ball, one rebound, one shot goes in and maybe, get some momentum, and it can lead, with a snowball effect and lead to some other things. But, they did a great job just handling the adversity, handling our runs, and, they were able to, kind of just keep us right there. They did a great job. There's nothing really you could say.
Tourney, you'll be one of the guys counted on to take this program to the next level next year. How does the experience of playing in this tournament set it up for the off season?
It was good to get the experience. A lot of guys in that locker room, it's their first tournament, so it's always good to be able to return a team with some tournament experience and be able to take that, into the next year and build on what we started this year.
Okay, we do have a question back here. Go ahead.
For both of you guys, there were a lot of whistles tonight, a lot of free throws. Was it hard to get into some kind of rhythm, offensively or defensively, when you kept hearing the whistle all night?
Go Al first.
That's, like I said, it's just one of those things. There was some calls I felt like, were tic-tac calls. Maybe on their end that wasn't on our end, but then I'm sure they can say the same thing. It was just, like you said, a lot of whistles, and just us as players got to make the adjustment and, just try to guard with our feet instead of our hands. Like I said earlier, when we would cut the lead down, they would do a great job of just putting their head down and, trying to get to the free throw line, kind of stops momentum, stops the play a little bit, and, their guards did a really good job tonight.
Same question, Tourney?
Yeah, it was a lot of whistles, but Coach always preaches that you have to win all different types of games. So you just have to adapt, and learn how the refs are calling it and adapt and win all those type of games. And we just weren't able to do that. But, that's good for us. Moving forward, we'll be able to take this experience and build on it.
We had a question front row.
Yeah, this is for both the guys, but especially Alaric. You guys played so hard and so well. How hard is it to walk away after a game like that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't even hear you.
Sorry, I said you guys played so hard and so well. How hard is it to walk away after a game like that, after you just put so much into it?
I mean, it's tough to lose any game. We wish we could run it back, but it doesn't work like that. And that's the the beauty and the beauty and the ugly about the NCAA is that it's one and done. They did a great job. Like I keep saying, they were able to control the game once they got up down the stretch where we're playing as hard as we can, trying to sell out with everything, every single defensive play. And they took care of the ball for, enough to hold us off. And, it just sucks, especially when you're a senior. my last college game ever. I would, you always hear your coaches and other seniors say it before you, how they would do anything, to put the jersey back on, to have another practice, to, keep playing and stuff like that. And, you want to listen to it and you want to take it for exactly what it's worth and really digest it. But until you're really faced with it, until you experience it yourself, you can't really understand it until, it's 10 minutes left in the game and, it's a back and forth game and you need to win and you just trying to give everything you got. So, it sucks. It's tough. It's tough to lose any game.
Like Al said, it's tough to lose any game, especially when you put so much into it throughout the whole season. And this is an extremely hard-working group of guys. So when you put your all into something and don't get the result that you would like, it's always tough. So it's just tough.
Any other questions for our student athletes before we dismiss them? If not, guys, thank you very much. North Carolina State locker room is open for another 15 minutes. Any more other questions for Coach while we're here? Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.